Hello and welcome to finals day at the FIVB Beach Volleyball Fortaleza Open. It has been at this vibrant, cultural and spectacular beach city in the northeast of Brazil. Yes, hello and welcome to the Fortaleza Open in a place that hasn't held a FIVB World since 2007. And we've got a bronze medal matchup in the men for you. First of all, the Grumalt brothers against Ontiveros and Vergen, the Mexican team. And they will be the favourites for this one. Seeded 3 for the event, the Mexicans were. And the Grumalt brothers seeded 7. But as you can see, it's party time here in the northeastern city of Fortaleza. They love their beach volleyball here. They produce so many top players throughout their history. It is very much the home of beach volleyball in terms of the country, Brazil. And they know how to party as well. Pretty hot, isn't it, today? As you can see there, 32 degrees Celsius, and the sand even hotter, 37. Bit of a breeze around as well, 15 kilometers. It's right on the beach, this venue. And there's often, as you can see in the background there, just a few waves and whatnot. It's a great place to go windsurfing or kite surfing. And that is the Atlantic Ocean there. And the breeze often comes in off the shore. But it's pretty sheltered in this terrific centre court arena for the beach volleyball players. So the wind shouldn't affect the play all that much. I say shouldn't, but you never know. Well, the fans certainly look like they're ready for a day's action. This is the first match of the day, incidentally. They've been here for all of about an hour just celebrating and partying, and they can't wait to see some of the finals. Of course, there's Brazilian interest in both of the finals, in the men and in the women, which is an all-Brazilian affair. But first up, as I say, this bronze medal matchup between Chile and Mexico, which has a lot of importance on it in terms of ranking points for the Olympics, which are of course in Rio later on this year. This is the final beach volleyball event of the year that is being held in Brazil on the World Tour. There's been 3 others already. They're certainly going to make it feel like the final stop. As we take a look at the referees for this one. Brazilian Alce Oliveira is the first referee. Second referee, Mario Ferro. Getting introduced to the crowd. And there is Mario Ferro. Big day for the officials as well as the players. Of course, so much riding on this competition. As I say, so many points and prizes at stake. And these two teams, incidentally, haven't done that much winning in their history. The Grumalt brothers have only ever won 2 medals in their time together. Both of them silvers in 2014, so it's a chance to win their first medal since 2014. As for the Mexicans, well, they finished 3rd at the Xiamen Open. They also picked up a silver at the Natalia Open at the back end of last year. But they have a chance to pick up a bronze today. But here are the Chilean brothers. Marco Grumalt out first. Here's the slightly older of the two, and this is Esteban Grumalt. Grumalt, a very famous family name when it's linked with volleyball. Their mother, Monica Fuster, was on the national volleyball team, indoor volleyball that is, and considered one of the best. And their uncles, Ricardo and Rodrigo, both played beach volleyball, and they very much followed in their footsteps. It's good to see them appearing regularly on the Beach Volleyball World Tour, but they're going to have to play some electric beach volleyball today to beat this pair. As Lombardo Ontiveros is welcomed onto the court first, 32-year-old, and he is followed by Juan Vergen, 29-year-old, 13 seasons to his name. They've played together since 2013, the Mexicans. And that silver medal in Antalya, their best effort. And that bronze this year in Xiamen Open means that they are picking up a bit of steam as they try and cling on to their final ranking spot on the Olympic rankings. They are the 17th and final team on that Olympics rankings. And they're being chased down by the Grimault brothers, who are just 4 places behind them. So a lot riding on this one as the Chilean team get us underway. And we start this bronze medal matchup. And we start it well too. Nice spike from Marco Grimault. In terms of the head-to-head, well, it's been dominated by the Mexicans. They are 5-0 up in all competitions, 3-0 in World Tour competition. The last meeting coming this year at the Fortaleza Open. So the Chileans are very much the underdogs in this encounter. It was a bitter pill to swallow yesterday for the Mexican team when they lost to Oscar and Andre. It was a really fiercely contested opening set in the semi-final. So we see a service ace, well judged on that occasion by Ontiveros, getting the ball to dip at the last second onto the baseline. But yeah, they fell away in the second set against the Brazilians, did Vergen and Ontiveros. And that's a super block kill. And they've rocked it out of the blocks here. Vergen with it. I feel it's important for the Chileans to start well today. They were slow out of the blocks in their semi-final in their loss to the Germans, although they fought back to take the second set but lost it in the decider. Just fail that after such a slow start. That was the reason that they lost that opening set. And they were fighting an uphill battle from there on in, although they did well to recover in the second set. They were 14-11 down at one point, came back to win it, although it was partly due to a few nerves, you would think, from the German team. That's a quality spike on that occasion from Vergen. It is Ontiveros who does the majority of attacking for the Mexican team. Vergen, the taller of the two, 6'6" tall. And he's serving now, floating one down the middle. Nice high set wide, gives them the angle. It's kept up just about by Ontiveros, and Vergen just a little slow to get there. Nice set, this one. Gave Esteban the angle to use. So Esteban to serve next. Brothers who've been playing together since 2011. Spent most of their time on the Continental Tour. They're at the World Tour level, mixing it with the very best. Well, they could well struggle to win this point now, as Vergen looks to attack this one, but it's terrifically intercepted by Marco Grimault. Read what Vergen was going to do. And used all of his 6'5" frame to claw that one over. Esteban to serve again then. Tight start in this bronze medal matchup. Vergen will hope to do better this time, and does. Knifes it into the sand. Crunching spike. No chance on that occasion for Esteban. In the final, incidentally, it's the Germans against the Brazilians. Erdmann and Maschik against Oscar and Andre. Chance for both teams to win their... Well, chance for the Germans to win their first ever gold medal. Andre and Oscar, who won in Maceo, looking to get their second title of the year already. Just to dip one short, but the net is not kind to Marco Grimault. Some great beach volleyball, Vergen and Ontiveros this year. That's coolly done though from Esteban. This is a tight encounter so far. 6 points all, first set. Esteban to attack this one with a long jump. But couldn't get the block in. Comprehensive spiking from Ontiveros. Great leap from him. Teaming in is Esteban, but what a block kill by Vergen. He's a big man to get past, and the Chileans couldn't do it on that occasion. Maybe a little predictable. Trying to feed one down the line. But Vergen read it and was in the right place at the right time. Terrific block kill. Bit of momentum here then for the Mexicans. Ontiveros to serve one. Swerves, but it's just about well dealt with by Esteban. And this time does get the job done on the hit. Incidentally, they've only ever won one set against the Mexicans, the Chileans. That came in 2014 at the Gstaad Grand Slam. It was the first set that they won. So the signs aren't really great, to be honest, in terms of former past against the Mexican team. And it has been the Mexican who have started a little sharper in this one. Excellent angled spike on that occasion by Vergen. He's being used a little more in attack today so far than he was yesterday against the Brazilians. Marco now. It's comprehensive. Bullet into the corner from the older of the two. Textbook volleyball, that one. Made it look very simple. I can tell you it's not, particularly with that serve dipping down low. Good use of the knees. Nice high set. Up goes Esteban. With fingertips on it from Vergen. Can deflect it towards his partner. And Chile side out. Marco then to serve with the jump serve. It's well received there by Vergen. They attack down the middle, but it's pushed wide. And that is the danger when you do attack down the middle. You haven't got much angle to work with. But you can pick either spot and either side, and it's not too much of the ball on that occasion. And it's 10 points apiece, so who's going to go into the lead as we head towards the technical timeout? Big net call, but it helps out Vergen. It was easy to deal with. Can he put the ball this time away? He can't. Esteban will hope to do so. Vergen almost gets the block kill in, but it comes back on the side of the Mexicans. And all of a sudden, it's Chile who lead as we head into the first technical timeout. I should say the only technical timeout, of course, in beach volleyball. Action-packed day here in Fortaleza. Following this one, at 11 AM, it'll be the women's bronze medal matchup. Brazil taking on Vanuatu. And then following that one, it will be the women's gold medal matchup at midday. All Brazilian affair. And that will be followed at 2 PM, or 1 PM I should say, by the men's gold medal matchup, Germany taking on Brazil. So plenty of Brazilian interest here in Brazil, as to be expected. The Chilean team were seeking to try and become the first brothers to win a gold in Brazil. Never been done before in the men's competition. That dream is over, but can they medal? They had a good start. lost twice. They lost their first pool match, incidentally, the Chileans, to the 30th seeded Brazilian pair of Alison and Jorge. As Vergen just prods the ball over, good alertness from him. Yeah, they bounce back to then win 5 straight matches to reach the semi-finals before that loss to Oscar and Andre. A wide set. Almost got the block in Vergen, but it comes back on the Mexican team side. Servers into the net. That's for the Chileans, by the way, in terms of how they qualified. They won all their Pool G matches, including a win against Evandro and Pedro, which was a stunning performance, in truth, by the Brazilian top seeds. Against the Brazilian top seeds, I should say. Someone slammed into the blocker. And Chile side out. It was the Mexicans who took a while to get going in this tournament, but they are certainly amongst it now. Although, this one is a tight one so far. They've no doubt put pressure on themselves, knowing how much this would help them to pull away from the Chileans and the chasing pack. In that Olympic ranking system, they'll be desperate to be in Brazil, in Rio, in a couple of months' time. Here comes Esteban. Ricochet off the net. Ontiveros is there. Now he'll charge. That's good disguise. Looked like he was going to go big with the spike. Just prods it over to the angled open court. Nice use of the fingers. Vergen straight down the middle, and that's well left by the Chilean team. Could easily have dropped in. It's only just long. Right in the balance, 14 all. So in the semi-finals yesterday, Mexico's loss to the Brazilian pair. It was a similar sort of set, and they really had a hangover in the second set. So they'll hope that even if they do lose this one, that they can keep their heads held high as they side out. Ontiveros down the middle. Marco is there. Nice high set with the angle to use, but what a block that is. Or was it hammered into the net? It's always tough to tell. Either way, it's the Mexican team who are celebrating. Let's have a look at this one. I think it was a block kill. Hence the reaction from Vergen. Ontiveros again. Marco, a little scrappy on the reception, but nothing scrappy about the finish. Great angled hit by Marco Grimold. One-point game. Vergen to attack this one, and he's pushed it wide again. Had the angle to work with, but the Chileans read the play. They were in position there, and that, I think, just led to Vergen trying to hit the line too much. Margin for error was reduced. So good defensive play from Chile. It's back to 16 all. Vergen has just missed on a couple of occasions. Will he miss on this occasion? No, he won't. That's beautifully done. Just nudging it over the blocker. Able to put the disappointment of the previous spike behind him. Vergen dipping down low. Esteban underneath it. Well, they were switching the defense there, Mexico, and Chile able to take advantage of it. Esteban, that's going to drift long. Well left by Vergen. As they change, enters Mexico with the slenderest of leads, 18-17. Ontiveros then to serve with the jump serve. It's a good one as well, but it's well received by Esteban, who will now try and put the ball away, and fingertips by Vergen. Almost pushed the ball back over the other side of the net, but it comes down on the Mexican team's side. Floated in. High set. This time, no bother for Vergen, who slams one into the deck. Varying their types of attacking, the Mexican team, going from right to left, also going down the middle on occasion. Also varying who attacks the ball. There's that one wide, but it was touched. So Chile's side out again, and it's 19 all. So who's going to have the first set point? It's going to be a bit of a crushing blow for whoever loses this first set. There's been so little in it. Vergen. Well, it's his player's red. Esteban is there. Can Chile steal the point? They can't get the block. Mexico, and it will be Chile who'll have the first set point. There was a big space on the angle for the spike from Vergen, but he elected just to nudge the ball up in the air over the blocker, but Esteban was in place. And it is Chile who have a set point. Timeout incidentally called by Mexico. I do just wonder that the pressure of the rankings, you know, they haven't won all that many bronzes through their time together. Will just be their third bronze medal for Vergen and Ontiveros. 1 silver to their name. It's a big day for both of these teams. As I said, it'd be just Grimault brothers' third medal, having won 2 silvers in 2014. Never beaten the Mexican team, but they have the chance here to take the first set, as it is set point. Coming down low. They come down the middle. Vergen this time is good. He's been the player who's done the majority of the attacking for the Mexicans, and he has been a little hit and miss. But clearly the discussion that they had at the timeout worked. Tactics were spot on to save the first set point of this set. Who's going to get the second set point? Marco goes up, good block from Vergen. Now it's Esteban. Underneath it though is Oliveros, and he is able to finish it. Ontiveros. And it's Mexico who'll have the next set point. It's been a real ding-dong battle. This time though it was Mexico who got their positioning spot on defense. Never in doubt from Ontiveros on the angle. That one's well long though, poor serve from Ontiveros. It's 21 all. Marco to serve off the top of the net. Underneath it is Vergen. Vergen dissecting the 2 Chileans with the spike. It's another set point for Mexico. This time it's Vergen's turn to serve on set point. It's a good one as well. It's well dealt with by Esteban. High set, real battle for it at the net. It's recycled though for Chile. Again able to steal it as Vergen has the chance to finish the set, and does. Magnificent play by Juan Vergen. And it is Mexico who win the tightest of first sets. And that has got to be devastating for Chile. They put so much into it, had a set point, but as so many of their matches previously against Mexico, it is the Mexicans who take the opening set. And here is the statistics from that opening set. Tight, wasn't it? That's the best way to say it. Just maybe those 3 block kills for Vergen and Ontiveros. The crucial statistic there on each side. Also 1 ace as well for the Mexicans. Other than that, though, very little to separate these two teams. But I do just feel that that is going to be a huge body blow to Chile. Just wonder about their belief, having lost so many times to the Mexicans already in their history. I do feel that they're playing better beach volleyball now than they are before. Of course, they're a pretty young team at 25 and 26 compared to most beach volleyball teams, but that will have hurt. Interestingly enough, Marco Grimmel just threw his cap into the chair when they got to sit down. As we see some of the sports that you can do around the beach venue here in Fortaleza. Most of them to do with wind. It generates certainly a lot of wind here on the east coast. Important then that they don't have a hangover from that first set, Chile. They showed some character in their semi-final against Germany to fight back and take the second set. Can they do so again here? It's well blocked at the net from Marco. It's one of the better rallies we've seen so far. Here comes Esteban to try and finish it, and does. Start by Chile. And it's a great start by Chile. The first block kill of the match so far from Marco Grimold. It's the Mexicans who have called a timeout. Well, just as I was saying, in terms of belief and ensuring that there isn't going to be a hangover, you can also have a rush of adrenaline when you win a tight opening first set. You can feel, that's job done, bit of relief. Just allow your levels to drop a fraction, and just feel that's what's happened at the beginning of this second set for Mexico. Maybe thinking that the hard work had been done and they can take the foot off the gas, but an excellent start by Chile in this second set. And it is a fabulous turnout. Still see a few seats available there, but sure, as the day goes on and we see some Brazilians in action, as we will do, it will fill out. It is pretty crowded. Suntan lotion is needed as well. Baking hot day in Fortaleza. Oh, what has come off his head there? Still battling, still alive. What play? Somehow Chile keep the point going. Not for too much longer though. Oh, I've seen some good rallies now between these two. Vergen though keeping his composure there. Very nearly was blocked by Esteban. Got a hand to it. Panicking when the heat rose in that rally. Esteban underneath this one. He's going to have to attack from a long way back and couldn't really do what was needed. And Vergen can though. And that little timeout has seemingly just enabled Mexico to gather their thoughts. Think about how they go about their business in this second set. Vergen then looking to win a third straight point for Mexico. Good dipping serve, but Marco does well to get underneath it and find his partner. And he goes for the knuckle. But it's well read by Ontiveros. It's all a little scrappy from Chile. Point just hitting the post, so it's another point for Mexico. Defending a little better now are the Mexicans. High set with the angle to use. Decides to go down the line, but it's well read by Vergen. He got himself in position and again wins the point. And Vergen right now is on fire. Chile just struggling to find a way past the Mexican duo. Really high set. And a crunching hit. Vergen to serve again though, goes for the little short one. Mixing up where they serve as well. It's all a little tight to the net here for Chile. And they're unable to win the point, and again, brilliant receptive skills as Vergen points to his teammate, Ontiveros, who covered the angled spike. And not only did he cover it, he was able to control it too. And Vergen then was alert enough to feed it down the line. Super reactions. Marching all the way back here. They now have a 5-3 lead, having been 3-love down, and Chile, well, I was going to say starting to make errors as well, but that one was touched on the way through. Tough to see whose fingertips it touched, but no complaints from the Mexican team, so it probably came off Vergen at the net. Vergen who's just found his range now. That's a beautiful angled hit. Such control on it. Wasn't a big space there to hit, but Vergen was able to find it. He certainly raised his game at the start of this second set. I said Esteban crunching one down the middle. This time they do find a way through, the Mexican team. Into the net. Plenty to think about here then for Vergen. Goes Esteban. Just about getting it past the giant Mexican, Juan Vergen. Been a little quieter today though. That's 6'3" Chilean. Certainly look towards Marco to do most of the attacking. Younger of the two brothers, Esteban at 25. I do feel that Marco is the leader, being the elder brother of the two. When you see a sit down, it is usually Marco who's talking more. Just at the moment, body language for Chile a little low. Mexico taking everything in their stride. Now this is the bronze medal matchup, the Fortaleza Open. And here comes Esteban. Good run up, but poor execution. Not that one horribly wrong. I think it was the right idea. Don't think Ontiveros would have been able to get there. And undercooked it in a big way. Crunching serve, but it's out the back. Points coming thick and fast in this second set. Not too many rallies now. It's an explosive start to the second set. Vergen with the reverse set. That's great play though at the net from Marco Grimault. For the first time in a while, a point is won on serve. read the reverse set there terrifically well, did Marco Grimault. Able to get himself right in the position for the block kill. Can he do so again? He does get fingertips to it, and he's stolen the point again. Mexicans are complaining here that I think the net was possibly touched. Let's have a look here. I think it was a good decision by the referee. And that was just touched, so that's a point to Mexico. It's a bit of controversy, 2 points running. Very close, wasn't it? Usually though when they complain it's legitimate. A couple of tight calls though. At least one going one way, the other going the other. It's Chile side. Bergen's cap flies off. That is one of the dangers of beach volleyball. Particularly when you're going in for the block, especially if you spread your arms like that, you leave yourself a little exposed. Vergen just wanting his sunglasses initially wiped, I think, but then was told they probably didn't have time to have them wiped, so he may well have been broken from that attempted block on the previous point, as that one squeaks over for Ontiveros. It's a technical timeout. Close second set, much like the first. I felt the Mexicans had got the better, got the momentum, and were maybe going to just stretch away from the Chileans, but it's just a 1 point advantage as they sit down. And the technical timeout. Remember, it was the same story in the first set, except it was Chile who led 11-10. Done well to work their way up to World Tour level, the Grimault brothers. As I say, are beginning to become an established fixture in World Tour events. They finished 9th in all 5 of their FIVB tournaments until now in 2016. It was a breakthrough for them to win a last 16 encounter, but it's still not bad going really. Finishing 9th repeatedly, consistent performance, consistently getting out of groups. Yeah, put themselves into a position where if they can go on a run in the next month and a half or so, then they can possibly find themselves in an Olympic qualifying position. Vergen and Ontiveros, though, one of the teams that they need to chase down. They need to chase them down in this match as well, trailing by a set and a point, but make that just trailing by a set because they level things up at 11 points all in this second set. Vergen underneath it, pushing it down the line. Terrific accuracy from the 6'6" Mexican. Vergen, who's from Nayarit. 74 tournaments he's played. Experienced campaigner, 29 years of age, despite being 3 years younger than Ontiveros. He's more experienced on the circuit. Played with Miramontes from 2007 through to 2011. Ontiveros, incidentally, also used to play with his brother through 2005 through 2007. 13th on the Acapulco Open was the best that they managed, which is why he looked elsewhere. He's formed a pretty mean partnership with Vergen. They edge in front again. Esteban now attacking with angle, but there is Ontiveros. Vergen going up to try and win the battle at the net, and does. And look what it means to him, wheels away in celebration. It's great defense here from the Mexicans. First of all from Ontiveros. Vergen so quick to move to get to the ball first. Ontiveros was there. Can't control it at all. The pace and power too strong. Esteban floating one in. Vergen underneath it. Up comes Ontiveros. And it's well controlled into the corner despite the dive from Marco Grimault. Got a hand to it, but can't control it. Good disguise here. Thought he was going to go big with the run-up, big jump. And then the control, just looping it over the blocker. Down the line. Very little in it as they attack with Ontiveros. Good block though from Marco. But Vergen on the follow-up makes no mistake. Vergen showing Ontiveros how it's done. Excellent angled spike. Plenty of venom in it too. 2-point cushion for the Mexicans. What can Chile do to get this one back? Esteban will hope he can put this one away, and does. It's a monstrous spike. At the moment, both teams signing out pretty easily. Again, the Chileans just complaining there a bit. Felt the foot was on their side of the court, underneath the court there. Fractions in it. I don't think it impeded either of the Chileans. It's a feisty encounter though, this one, isn't it? A couple of niggles in there. Brilliantly well received. And it's brilliantly well finished off as well by Ontiveros. Edging away. Chile has to do something and they call a timeout. How many times today has Ontiveros just been in the right place at the right time? Got his positioning spot on. And the dive was in vain. So Mexico looking good here for the bronze medal. Set up and 18-15 up. And it probably feels like even further away for the Chileans. As I say, having never beaten the Mexicans before. But boy, hasn't it been competitive, this one. Set point in the first set, wasn't able to take it. Mexico have played some top quality beach volleyball in the second. Within touching distance of the bronze medal. Have Chile got much left in the tank? It is a long week. It's fairly exhausting for these players. Sochi. The Open, tough. Just lost his bearings for a moment there. It's a big hit. Ontiveros doing brilliantly well again. Look at that, he's all over the place there, Vergen, but does well to control it. Gave Ontiveros the chance, but maybe he would have been just put off by Vergen's antics and struggles to try and locate the ball in the sun. Vergen's pushed that one long. Under pressure at the net from Marco Grimault. And it's a one-point game. I asked if there was going to be a response from Chile, and there certainly has been. From the net again from Marco, but Vergen keeps his composure and keeps his cool. complement each other's games really well. Vergen and Ontiveros. Ontiveros, who's just read the game so well. His positioning and his skill set in terms of receiving hard spikes is terrific. Vergen is an excellent blocker. And that's a mistake though from Esteban. And they can't afford any more mistakes because it's 3 match points for Mexico. It's all a little scrappy, and Mexico will have the chance to finish the match off right here, and they do just that. Bronze for Mexico. It was an incredibly close first set that could have gone either way, but Mexico won it, having saved the set point. And from there, you just felt, when you took in the previous head-to-head encounters between these two, it was always going to be very tough for Chile to have the belief to come back and win this bronze medal matchup. It's been a good tournament for Esteban Grimalt and Marco Grimalt, but they will leave empty-handed. It's a big, big win for Vergen and Ontiveros. They collect a bronze medal for the second time in 2016. They have defeated the Grimalt brothers in straight sets. And these are the statistics you can see. Nice balance to their play. Not too many errors and a lot of winners, 31 in total, 3 block kills. And the 1 ace as well, which in the end was exceptional stuff from the Mexican team. So they are happy and they are with Jason Day. Yeah, very happy. Their 3rd bronze medal throughout their career for Vergen and Ontiveros, 2nd of this year to go with the Xiamen Open. They're looking good as well to reach the Rio Olympics this year too. And they did well to bounce back from that gut-wrenching loss yesterday to the Brazilian pair. They looked devastated at the end of that match, but they bounced back today to pick up the bronze. Let's take a look at some highlights from this match, and I'll say goodbye for now.